Hello and welcome to my Barron simulator I set up here at X-Plane. And my ultimate goal is to have a fully configured simulator and have it certified to take and instruct procedures for flying like twins. That's kind of my specialty, especially in the Twin Comanche. And right here we have a Barron simulator, and I pretty much patched it together. It's just, it's actually running on my CAD system, so it gets a chance to take and fly on the weekends here. So basically we're going to take off. We're going to dispel a few myths about twin engine airplanes and how they operate, and hopefully give you a quick understanding here of some multi-engine flying. So we'll take and release the brakes here. We're going to take and bring our throttles up, start rolling down the runway. I want to try to keep it right on the center line. The airspeed is alive, and we're tracking straight. Raise the nose just to take and get the weight off the nose wheel, and at the proper time the airplane flies away all by itself. Positive rate, the gear comes up. And what we want to do is kind of hold that blue line or a little bit plus. They always say that because in the event of engine failure right now, you're probably going to have a few seconds of disorientation, so it's better to hug the plus sign of the blue line than the negative. And then once we got a little altitude, I'll go right to the blue. I'll carry that for maybe 1,500 feet, something like that. And then at that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the nose and go to a cruise climb of about 120. And we're just going to start a gentle turn here so we stay in the vicinity of the airport. One of the things that is uncomfortable to a lot of pilots, single and twin engine pilots, are departure stalls. And primarily it's your visual references sometimes will get kind of out of whack, where you can't see a whole lot, and in a sim you can't see a whole lot anyhow. But what we want to do is really explore the minimum controllable airspeed in this airplane. So we're going to come around here a little bit further towards the east. Let's say 120 degrees. And then what we're going to do is just start a gradual climb, increase in pitch in our climb. We just want to start slowing the airplane down. And there's a lot of energy there, so it popped us up to some decent climb rates. And what we'll do is we'll just keep taking and raising the nose slightly. And of course we're below blue line right now. And we're going to bring it up here till we just can start to feel the stall. We should get a stall indicator here anytime. It's hard to get it with full power on, so we're going to drop the nose back just a little bit. Now what we're going to do, simulate catastrophic engine failure. And there it is. So, power off on the engines, stop the roll with the rudder, and recover. As your nose comes through the horizons, you're going to take and bring your power back in. And since we know we've lost an engine, we're going to get set up here so we're right at our best single engine rate. I've got a lot of left rudder in there. I'm pushing hard on my left rudder, so my dead engine's my right engine. I'm going to pull that back, and nothing changes. Now you notice, we can look over here quick, I've got a windmilling prop, so that's never a good thing. So I've identified, now I take and feather the engine. If we look over to the right now, it's feathered. And in the finished sim, we're going to have all of that's going to be visible. So anyhow, we're bopping around. Notice that the artificial horizon is tumbled here. And so we're going to have to be just visual, and that is pretty realistic for that particular instrument. And you fly the airplane, you got to feather that rudder in and out, keep that ball pretty well centered, maybe let it float a little bit to the good engine. And we're holding altitude fine and everything. And now we're going to talk a little bit about the myths in a light twin, where they will tell you, well, no, you never want to roll into the dead engine. Alright, so right now we've got to roll into the good engine, and we're making a decent turnaround here. But we'll pick up a heading here of 330, and as long as you're flying the airplane and you set the conditions up proper for everything you need to do, yes, you can roll into the dead engine. And here we go. That's a full roll into the dead engine. Came right out of blue line. And of course, you can do the same thing the other way if you want to. Get your target speed down, pull up, hit that baby. Yeah, a little faster coming out of that one. I was positive on the blue line. So anyhow, heading wasn't too terribly bad. So yes, you can roll an airplane on a dead engine, into the engine, out of the engine. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to show off just a little bit now. So, what do you think about looping on one engine? Yeah, you can do that too. So, anyhow, let's head back over to the airport. And this is something, this is kind of a item that I really like in all airplanes, is to take and watch where you're at and make sure that you can always make that field with no air engines. And there it is. I just shut down the good engine. So we're nice and tight in close to the airport, which is good. We're losing altitude like crazy, so I'm going to take and start our base. Maintain our glide speed. And we keep that runway in sight, and we adjust this base right from here. Probably can't see it the same view that I'm seeing right now, but I'm pretty sure we've got the airport made, so I'm going to start my turn. On to my final. Come on, you can hold out till you get to the runway, can't you? Sure you can. And of course, it's never a good idea to leave a dead airplane on a runway. So we won't. That's how you do it.